Alrighty guys, we're back for some Naya Control, and this is a Streets of New Capenna standard build. We're going to go over the deck, then hop right into some ranked, because I do think this one's going to be pretty powerful, but we'll see, right? For anyone who may not know, I'm Red Cat, and I play aggro decks, and any decks with red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to you guys. Also, we do got that relatively new-ish Discord. There's a link in the description if you want to join that up. Okay, what do we got in the build? First of all, it's worth noting that rotation is like right around the corner. So for like the next week of videos, try not to take the decks too seriously because we're going to be losing a ton of cards in standard very soon. And then Dominaria United comes out and we get a whole bunch of new cards. So yeah, try not to take a lot of these builds too seriously. All right, so we got a couple portable holes. This is going to be a piece of removal that I actually miss. It actually went into a lot of my aggro builds for a while as a one or two of, and then for some of them, I even had three of these packed in there because it's just a great piece of early removal. It's going to be great against like the Boros decks running about. Got 4 Lantern Flares. Now this is a 2-mana instant with a cleave cost of X and a red and a white. Lantern Flare deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker, and you gain X life, where X is the number of creatures you control. If you cast it for the cleave cost, of course, then you get rid of that last part, and you just do X damage equal to that cleave cost instead. So this is actually pretty good. We tested this out in my mono white rotation proof video, and it did a lot of stuff. And in a deck like this is essentially Naya tokens too. I should have mentioned that right away. It's Naya Control with a bunch of tokens, so it's still gonna go pretty wide, and I think Lantern Flare can do a lot of things in this build, especially when we actually have our red sources now, so we can use that cleave cost too. It's gonna be great against Boros for sure. Speaking of good against Boros, this 4 life off of the Sunset Revelry has to be one of the most annoying things that Control has done to me since this card has been released. So, 2 mana, sorcery. If an opponent has more life than you, you gain 4 life. Nice. If an opponent controls more creatures than you create 2 1/1 white human creature tokens. Nice. Which is actually pretty funny. This deck knows how to get so many creatures on the board that sometimes we might not actually get the creatures off of the Revelry, but hopefully we can get the other ones too. Because if an opponent has more cards in hand than you, you also get to draw a card off of this. This card can be nasty, guys. Got 4 Courier's Briefcases. So, 2 mana artifact Treasure. When it enters the battlefield, you get a 1/1 citizen. You can tap it, sack it, add 1 mana of any color. So yeah, it's a treasure that gives you a citizen. We'll see how that goes. Now there's a bottom ability here too, where you can pay all 5 mana colors, and you can tap it, sack it, draw 3 cards. Now the deck doesn't have those other colors necessarily, but we do have treasures in here, and so there are ways to get all 5 colors. But we're not too worried about that bottom thing. We really want this for a little bit of ramp and that token creature as well. So we have 4 Wedding Announcements in here. Probably going to be the best card in the entire deck. Just being able to generate those tokens every turn potentially, or draw tokens if we're having to be a little bit, or I'm sorry, draw cards if we're having to be a bit more aggressive. And then it eventually flips into Wedding Festivity. Creatures you control get +1/+1. That just helps you close out games. And you guys know I like to play control decks that actually know how to close games as well. So we have 2 Fable of the Mirror Breaker because it's Fable of the Mirror Breaker. That's all I got to say about that. Also, yeah, the treasures on the first Goblin Shaman could come in handy big time. The ramp's really good, and of course the treasures can be used for that bottom ability on the Briefcase too, so that's something. We have 2 Cabaretti Charms, so this is a choose 1 instant speed with Naya colors up there. Cabaretti Charm deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature or planeswalker. Okay, or you can have creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain trample until end of turn. That could be good, I guess. The bottom one here, create 2 1/1 green white citizen creature tokens. Nice. I think the instant speed on this is what's going to make it actually pretty spicy too. We have a couple Incandescent Arias. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, honestly, but It is a sorcery speed with Naya colors up there. Incandescent Aria deals 3 damage to each non-token creature. Man, I want to see this put in some work. I really do. We have so many tokens in the build, and any non-token creatures in here doesn't die to this ability, so we'll see, man. I think dropping this on a Boros build or something would be so cool. Although Boros definitely knows how to get above that 3 damage, so you gotta watch out for that. But for 3 mana, you could be dropping this on turn 3 and just get rid of their Luminarch and their Hopeful Initiate or something like that. So yeah, it's possible. Got a couple Wandering Emperors, creates those Samurais, that's pretty cool, but we know the power of that -2 ability and just gaining that extra life as well. Wandering Emperor runs away with games sometimes, and it's very annoying to go up against. Got a single big score, another way to get treasures, filter through the deck, just a solid card. We have 2 Jetmir, Nexus of Revels, to help us close out a game. So this is kind of our win condition. We're trying to pack the board with tokens and win with Jetmir. That's it. That's pretty much the main win condition. Control the board state until we can get enough tokens and Jetmir onto the board. We have a single Rabble Rousing to help us get a ton of more tokens on the board, because whenever you attack with 1 or more creatures, you create that many 1/1 green and white citizen creature tokens. What's pretty cool about that too is then if it's like some kind of locked down board state and you're swinging in with those tokens, these tokens are coming out untapped, so you can block with them. You can chump block all you want with them. Then if you control 10 or more creatures, you may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost, because this does have Hideaway 5 on it. We're not too concerned about the Hideaway as much as we're concerned about just going wide with this card. We have 3 Burn Down the House in this build too. Of course, the top ability is very, very important, as there are many a times where you're going to want to do that 5 damage to each creature in Planeswalker. But just being able to close out games against other control decks as well by dropping those devils could be huge. And a really big play could be dropping Jetmir on 4 after you already have some other tokens established, maybe from a Sunset Revelry or something. And then dropping Burn Down the House on turn 5 for devils, and that could be some serious damage packed into it. Every time I play with Jetmir, I always forget to go over this card, but we actually don't see it that often, do we? It is a 4 mana legendary creature, Cat Demon, heck yeah, 5/4. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and have Vigilance as long as you control 3 or more creatures. That's really easy to do. Creatures you control also get +1/+0 and have Trample as long as you control 6 or more creatures. Also not that hard to do. Creatures you control also get +1/+0 and have Double Strike as long as you control 9 or more creatures. So yeah, that just pretty much closes out the game no matter what at that point. Yeah, the 3 Burn Down the House, and then on the very top end we have a couple Emeria's Calls here, which I'm just going to drop in the mana base because you're going to be playing it as a land often. Even though we do have 25 lands, so 27 potential mana with the calls, you're still going to be playing it as land probably a lot. Hopefully I landed on something with the mana base. We are rocking all the pathways, as well as a couple Sundown, a single Farmland, and all 4 Jetmir's Garden. Hopefully that's a good decision and it doesn't slow us down too much. Oh, we do have a Crucible of Defiance in here too. And I forgot to add a cave, guys. Oopsie daisies, we gotta get a cave in here. And a Cave of the Frost Dragon as well. Okay, we got some honorable mentions, but I'm not going to take too long to go over them. Join the Dance could be cool. Archon of Emeria is pretty great depending on what you're seeing in your meta, right? Like rune decks or a lot of Boros. Anything that likes to play a bunch of cards in one turn, this is pretty good against. And it's not like we don't like playing creatures in a build like this, so... Halo Fountain could be awesome. The Felidar Retreat could be cool. Stensia Uprising could be really sick in a build like this. But I mean, I think our 4-drops are... I don't know if we want to add any more 4-drops. And then Lorehole Command could also be pretty sick in something like this as well. Okay, guys, let's go ahead, take this into some ranked and see how we do. Well, we'll see if we can get right into our first match here. Yeah, not bad. 7 seconds, 8 seconds. That seems to be around where it's been recently. About 8 seconds for a game. Which is honestly, that's pretty good. Opponent goes first here. This is a pretty solid hand, though. Let's be real. That's a pretty good hand. Oh, Snarl. Okay, right up against some Boros. Jetmir's Garden isn't a terrible draw. So, I mean, Briefcase gets us a creature that can block at least. Luminarch might be Sunset Revelry. We're going to save that. Let's get the planes down. Let's drop the Briefcase. We're going to get ready for the Incandescent Aria here. Aria. Aria. Sunset, Cavalier, please plug it into the Luminarch. Ah, man. Alright. The Cavalier already got over the Incandescent Aura here, so I think what we can do, we could still take out Luminarch with this, but I think we're pretty safe to just go ahead and play Wedding Announcement and chump block the other cards that aren't Cavalier. Honestly, Sunset Revelry is pretty good too, but the sooner we get this down, the better. Let's go no blocks, and yeah, the Cavalier is pretty rough. If they would have went Luminarch, that would have been devastating for them. But at this point, they want to plug it all into the trample. Yeah. Oh, I don't even care if they kill one of these with the burn spell, because the burn spell doesn't hit our face. This could be a terrific trade for us. Like I said, yep, that Play with Fire doesn't hit our face now. That's pretty good. Down to 9 though, this is scary. Boros is very scary, yeah. It's as simple as just get that Cavalier above my white. Woo, they go for the Royal Eruption. And we are in the danger zone. Let's go with the Revelry this turn. There's no way we're going to be able to draw a card here. So let's get some tokens down. Yeah, the trample on Cavalier is really bad. We could kill the Luminarch so it stops buffing. It really sucks because we'd want to hit more with a board wipe. But it is a 1-for-1 and it stops giving this trample. Alright, I'm actually going to go Briefcase, and we're going to hold back one more turn with the Incandescent Aria here. So, the concept being, right, they could easily have a Raiju in hand, which would be terrible anyways. They go Play with Fire to face. We know Boros knows how to get the damage through, and the more creatures we can keep on the board when Wedding Announcement flips to Wedding Festivity... Oh, brutal, man. Oh, just smack face. Smack face for sure. Plug counter into the Trampler. And, yeah, smack face. Yeah, oh, man. If they go Adversary here, they could save it from this. And we really have a struggle ahead of us with the Cavalier. Okay, so we chump, and take 4. That is brutal, man. Okay. We could totally get there. We could get there, guys. Let's take 4. We'll keep this guy. Ow. Jetmir. What's up, dude? Can I play you successfully here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can if I play Crucible. We're going to start with this and kill the Luminarch and the Bloodthirsty. Get on out of here. Too bad we can't do the rest of that damage to the Cavalier. So, Crucible. Jetmir blocks. No attacks. Look at our board, guys. Look at that, dude. Oh, buddy. Oh, they passed, too. Okay. We're gonna have a problem with that Cavalier if we can't find something here. Oh, okay. I don't like that. Let's go ahead and cycle this. Yeah. Let's cycle the garden. Oh, that's just more land. Oh no, at any moment they could draw exactly what they need. Okay. They want to start swinging because we have to now we have to double block. Well, I guess they didn't want to swing last turn if they could continue to buff the Cavalier, because now they're just biding their time until they find Kamano or literally anything else in their deck. Luminarch, nice. Oh man. Yeah, see, we're forced to double block here, which loses us a lot of ground. Yep, I think we double block, huh? Let's do it. We're still gonna have a 2/2. What we draw here matters. Okay. Okay, that's not bad. We gotta keep our blocker still. Although we could just try to keep Cave of the Frost Dragon open instead, and maybe we could start swinging. This is awesome, guys. Okay, we have Cave available. What could they draw off the top that we really need this 2/2 for? I think we swing. No, if it's Raiju, we have to double block the Raiju to kill it. Because it buffs itself to a 4/4. That's right. Yeah. Thundering Raiju buffs itself, and then that is a Hopeful Initiate. That is a land. Oh man, guys, that's gross. That's pretty bad. Well, let's see if they can find this last bit of damage. Even a Sunset Revelry off the top for us could be huge. No great swings for the opponent. We're still in this, guys. Okay, Cabaretti Charm. Okay. We have 8 mana. So if we Charm, we can't Cave, but that could be enough to block. No attacks. Charm's not a bad draw, but like they could get anything here, guys. Like seriously. Oh, they found it. They found it. Ah, GG, guys. GG. Hey, good game, opponent. That was pretty sick, actually. That was pretty cool. All right. Oh, I had some test games up here. I do not remember playing those. Also, oh, it's actually not picking up on the recording anyways. Well, 100% loss rate so far because we only played 1 game. The test games must have been a very different version of this deck from a while ago. See, I'm scrolling through and I'm just like going through all the old decks that I made, and I'm trying to like pick out the most interesting ones that I don't think have been done before necessarily. Okay, we actually go first here, but we don't have all 3 mana sources, and the double burn down the house without any red is actually pretty awful. So I'm gonna mulligan and send the Rabble Rousing, and we have like too much mana in the deck maybe, but at the same time I don't think we do. It's not a bad hand. Maybe more early game removal could be good. Like a Fateful Absence could have gone a long way last game. Lantern Flare too. That's good. Play this on green, get the Briefcase down. More Boros potentially on the opponent's side here. And we're gonna need we're gonna need some better starts to go up against Boros, guys. Nice, they didn't get lucky here though. That's good for us. That's good. Wedding Announcement drops pretty strong. And Lantern Flare is huge against Boros. So Reckless Stormseeker. Hey, nice. We don't see that in Boros too often. That's pretty sick, opponent. Pretty sick. You know what? No blocks. We're going to take that. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. That's all I got to say about that. Burn Down the House is a great draw. Crucible of Defiance could be kept open. I think we just burn the house down, guys. 5 damage to each creature and Planeswalker. Just wipes their board right now. Of course, we want to swing first. Lantern Flare could be good too, though. We'll have 3 creatures, gain 2. And they might play even more because we have so many creatures. Could actually just go Crucible of Defiance too. Lantern Flare. Let's attempt it before their combat. How do you guys feel about that? Get greedy with the Burn Down the House and save blockers just in case. Yeah, I think we get greedy with the Burn Down the House. Oh, except it does switch to nighttime, making this a 3/4 instead of a 2/3. Ooh, that's pretty bad. Oh, Lantern Flare is pretty bad. Brutal Cathar is pretty bad too, but it doesn't take anything this time, luckily. But they do get to give it haste, which makes it pretty bad. And the ward is really bad too. Oh no, guys. Oh no. Maybe I did get too greedy, but look at how powerful the Burn Down the House is about to be, huh? How do we want to do this? How do we want to do this? Lantern Flare gains us 3. So let's take out one of the initiates and chump. Okay, Lantern Flare, initiate. Gain 3. Take the 5 over here. Chump? Chump? Right? Yeah? Take less damage because we're about to go Burn Down the House next turn. So we took 3 less over there. 3, 3. We're taking 4. So down to 11. I don't know. Am I even playing this out properly? Like, this is... Okay, no 1-drop. Okay. I say... Instead of using Briefcase, we should... Well, yeah, let's use the Briefcase. Keeping Crucible back might be better than keeping a Briefcase. Let's do it. Let's do it. We could have gained 1 extra. No. Never mind. I was thinking of something completely different. So they have Den of the Bugbear, which we can block successfully because of our 2/2. I don't know. We're kind of like fizzling out here. Like, we're kind of running out of cards, and then somehow Boros is just still kicking, you know? I think keeping the Crucible of Defiance is actually going to be really important. Both of those are pretty good while we have the Wedding Festivity. And them losing the Hopeful Initiates before they can kill it is pretty good for us. So if they charge a Den right into this, it's a great block for us. And we're going to use the Crucible instead of the Charm. Get this down. We'll keep the Charm back for now. So losing Den for that. Oh, another land. Oh no. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Let's tempt their Raiju by swinging. We controlled the board state pretty well. Okay, Bloodthirsty Adversary is pretty bad. We can double block it successfully. That's pretty bad. Royal Eruption. Are they going to hit our face? You'd think they would want to hit our face here. No, they go token. Okay. Okay. Let's get this down. Double block. That's pretty cool, actually, guys. I like this deck so far. Going into 2 Boros matches right out the gate is pretty tough, but better save this as an emergency blocker, as we know what Boros is capable of, and that is just a lot. Oh no, guys, that's so bad. Oh, this is our only big score in the deck too. Let's take the 5 this time. That thing has trample, dude. Like, you know, like, we might as well. Courier's Briefcase. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely on our turn we do this and try to get it back to... Oh, there you go. Oh no, we don't have enough. Oh no, I won't get creatures from this. Is it worth it? Gaining life? It's worth it. We can actually draw... No, we can't. No, we only gained 4 life from this, guys. Do we wait till next turn? We might die. We better do it. Gain 4 life. Pass. Okay, no more trample from the Stormseeker. Man, Boros with Stormseeker is pretty scary, guys. This is going to be 4 damage, 5 damage here. Oh, man. Boros is hard to keep up with, but we can totally get there. That is a draw. Holy cow. So we can actually draw off the Revelry if we start with Wandering Emperor right now. Double white, we have the treasure. So we're gonna go Wandering Emperor. Get that Stormseeker out of here. Sunset Revelry, draw a card, back up to 11. Get 2 1/1s. Jetmir's Garden. Yeah, I'm gonna cycle that next turn probably. End turn. I don't know whose game this is, guys. This is anyone's. We're in this. We are 100% in this. Imagine, like, I don't even know. A Lantern Flare right now would probably just take the opponent out of the game, honestly. We'll block. We'll block. Save the Emperor for a turn. Wait. Never mind. We'll let the Wandering Emperor die. We have no great target. Yeah, we can get a 2/2 back, but let's go. What a draw. Oh man, I'm gonna start by cycling this first. 2/3. We still have the 3 for the Incandescent. Lantern Flare. Oh man. So yeah, if we would have blocked, we could have minused the Emperor and actually had a 3/3 Samurai with Vigilance, so that's something to think about. Lantern Flare's open. It is an instant, guys, so we're just gonna start swinging and hopefully we can get this damage through before they can. But at this rate, nice draw, opponent. That's very cool. So we're gonna cleave for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go all 6. Cleave for 6. X is 6. Because we get to gain 6 here. Back up to 17. Another land, because that's a thing, I guess. Well, hopefully the opponent doesn't keep top decking straight fire over there, man. Hopefully we can. Instead. Bloodthirsty Adversary. Royal Eruption, get rid of the token. Nice. Keeps him in the game a little bit longer. Nice. What a draw. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh, I don't know how Boros takes care of 2/5/5 angels. I really don't. I really don't know how they could get there. Man, that must have been annoying. Oh man. That must have been very annoying. GG, opponent. GG. Well, it did a thing. The deck did a thing, guys. Feels good. Oh, jeez. See if we can keep it up, and hopefully this guy is not playing. Oh, hopefully Karn over there is not playing Boros. Not a bad hand. Remember, the call comes down as a land, so, which we will do now. Okay. Deathcap Glade. Drop the Briefcase. And Wedding Announcement's coming down next turn for sure. Incandescent did a thing, huh, guys? It really did a thing. We drew really well. The opponent was drawing really well last game too, though, but we drew really well. I really don't want my wedding announcement to get jwaried. Oh, we have the briefcase open. Could be a make disappear. I'll wait. I'm not gonna get too greedy. We're a control deck, man. I gotta remember that. We don't gotta play super aggressive. We can keep Lantern Flare open for 1. 2, I guess, if we want to cleave cost. Uh-huh. Got some more Sultai over there. We've been seeing a lot more Sultai recently on the ladder. Interesting. My turn? Get this down on... I mean, red would be nice, but so would white. I think we go white and not worry about the burn down the house right now. We have 2 open for a make disappear, or to pay the 2 for the make disappear. I'm still gonna swing into this. We could have done that first, by the way. That's good practice to do that. If it doesn't affect combat, to do it after combat, but sometimes it just doesn't matter too, so. 4 mana open for the opponent. A mulch comes down. Oh? Yeah, I don't know. I'm guessing this is like some kind of, maybe like, I don't know. I don't know what we're up against right now. Sultai mid-range, I guess, but let's swing. These wedding announcements could really run away with the game here, but we know a deck like that probably runs Meat Hook. We do got to be a little bit cautious about Meat Hooks. Second wedding announcement comes down. Let's see what we draw. Burn, that's good. Okay. Next turn we might want to go for tokens, because we have a stocked hand now. We found a 5th mana. Woo! That is a card. Okay. That is in fact a card. No double red. So discards 2 cards, loses 2 life. Target non-dragon creature from the graveyard onto the battlefield. So Sultai Reanimator, maybe? That would be really cool. Keep Lantern Flare open. Let's not worry too much about the damage here. And let's get to the 5 creatures that we need for the Lantern Flare to be a successful hit. And is it possible to let these creatures hit the board and then... Is it like... I don't think so, right? Yeah, we can't like full control and kill the Midnight Sky before they untap. I don't think that's how that would have worked. I tried full control just in case, but... Oh my goodness. The calling ritual is so bad, guys. That is so bad. Oh no, Lantern Flare's gonna eat like a negate or something. Oh no, it went through. Do they have us discard? Because we have good... They have us discard a burn, and because we don't have the double red, and we're about to lose our briefcase, and I don't think that the Incandescent Aria is gonna do much in this against this deck. So go 1 burn. We're gonna keep the land for now in case we draw a our other Emeria Shattered, or Emeria's Call. Yeah, Calling Ritual. That's a card that puts this deck in its place, huh? Oh. Oh no. Tovolar gets around the burn. We don't have double red for burn anyways, and X for 4 doesn't do crap from the Lantern Flare. So this is not gonna end well, I think. I think we might lose this one. At least we have a 3/3, right? Oh, it's nighttime though. Well, what could I have really done? I could have Lantern Flare on our turn to kill a 2/2 to keep it from nighttime. Yeah, we probably wanted to do that, unfortunately. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not playing to the best of my ability right now either, am I? Same for the last video. I apologize recently, guys. I'll try to do better, especially when the new set releases. Although overall, I I definitely don't promise professional gameplay by any means. Just a fun time. That's what I try to bring to the table. Okay, well, we could still Lantern Flare for 4. So, do that. This might eat a counter, though. Yeah, what the heck? I'll try it. Well, wait to see what they end up doing here. All right, let's do it. Because if we can't kill the Tovolar, then there's no point. There's no point in not trying this, is what I'm getting at. If it eats a counter, then it eats a counter. But yeah, if we kill it, we kill it. That was awesome. We got there. Cabaretti Charm, that's a fun surprise for their wolves. Okay. The mana base is holding us up a little bit here because I played this out on white instead of the Needle pathway. So that might just be a case of we need more practice with the deck to know, okay, we definitely need to hit that double red or whatever, you know? Fun little surprise for a couple wolves over there. Nice. This is anyone's game, but it's leaning towards the opponent for sure. For sure leaning towards the opponent now. Oh my goodness. Courier's Briefcase lets us burn down the house, but burn doesn't hit the coma. So what we do is we go aggressive. That's our only option, guys. Our only option is to go aggressive. Because if we don't end the game soon, then coma ends the game for them. Like, no matter what. Like, this is, like, we gotta do this. And then maybe, no, even if we draw another burn. So they're down to 7. Not bad. We go ahead, ping face down to 6. Yeah. Maybe. Now, they could tap down our creatures on our turn. We don't have terrific blocks here. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Is this one of those times where going aggressive is probably the best bet? Oh, buddy, another Huntmaster. Woo! There are a lot of great cards in the opponent's deck. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, we cycle. We cycle, right? Yeah, I'm cycling. Hey, at least it's an untapped land, right? The full swing now is block, block. No, tap down the devils. Block, block, easy. Darn. Okay, we need something more aggressive off the top than a couple lands for sure. Oh no, it passes back to nighttime. Oh no. These have been fun games though, huh? Full swing. All right, we should probably block all the wolves and take the rest. That's so much damage. It's kind of like I was saying, if we're dead, you know? Meat hook for 1! Oh my goodness. Wait, could they not have just won? Wait, we're only at 4, opponent. You could have meat hooked your own creatures. Whatever creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. I guess they gave us an extra turn. Nice. Hey, Wandering Emperor is a great draw, but we're like super dead. If this even lands. That's a really good draw. But then they get to swing next turn, and that's a GG. Down to 1. They could have continued doing that, right? But either way, we're dead, so hey, good game, opponent. Wait, what? Wait, opponent! Opponent, what if I have time for one more game?
Years of training for this.
We'll let them play it out, guys. They're having a good time. They're having a good time popping off. But if they don't swing this time round, then we concede. Because maybe we can get one more match in if it's a fast one. GG, guys. So 1 win, 2 losses so far. So we lost 1, we won 1, we lost 1. We are almost 40 minutes in, so let's see if we can get a fast game in here. And if it ends up being too long, I'll just give it to the opponents, because why not, right? And then we'll go into the final thoughts. I should say, if it ends up being too long and it's leaning towards the opponent anyways, kind of like that game was, it was leaning towards the opponent the second they were able to get extra creatures down. But you guys saw how much power the deck actually had. Like, we could really start to push that damage through whenever we wanted to. Good hand. Hey, we might be up against some mono green, and this could be a great test. Okay, we are not up against mono green, but that's okay. Teamer. Now that's pretty scary too, honestly. I don't even know. They don't counter the Briefcase, do they? I don't think so. A counter on the Briefcase, like, at that point, like, go for it. And, like, you want to make the Briefcase disappear, it's all yours. Jwari. Aw, man. We played right into that intentionally, though, so, I mean, maybe the Jwari won't hit something else later on. Unless all the deck can do is draw land, that's going to be in the final thoughts for sure. The big issue with that is, we better do this before they ramp, because we know they have Goldspan, we know they have Titan of Industry. Man, ranked has been so scary recently, guys. Even normal play mode has a lot of the meta floating over there. We actually see a large amount of Boros, which is pretty interesting, actually. I guess people want to get their daily wins in and everything. All the Storm Giants. Another Briefcase. Okay. Keeping Wandering Emperor open might not be the best bet. But if they do drop a land and go Goldspan, then Wandering Emperor is just really good. Play this out on green. And if this isn't the most obvious Wandering Emperor we've ever seen, if this just isn't the most obvious Wandering Emperor, we could go Cabaretti Charm for a couple 1/1s. But I think it's Wandering Emperor. Either way, get a 2/2 with Vigilance down. Another Expressive. Okay, it's good. Searching for that land to play. And maybe get a Goldspan into hand too. Expressive Iteration is very powerful and can definitely do stuff like that. Play their 5th mana. Yeah, we're gonna play this. We're gonna play it. We're gonna get that Samurai down and then give him a plus. Oh, that's so good. Wedding Announcement. That's so good. Play this on red, and then we can play the other one on white when it comes down. Or when it comes time. Let's just get everything on the board while we can. How do you guys feel about that? That's not a Voltage Surge, at least, because they would have killed that before it got the counter. Get another token down and brace ourselves for the Goldspan Dragon play this turn, right? Play land, play Goldspan, copy Goldspan, swing, have 4 mana open. They want to kill Wandering Emperor with one of the Goldspans. And then... Opponent, you don't have to do everything I say. It's okay if you don't have it. It's alright, I promise. Swing at Emperor, and then swing at face. That's definitely the play here. Wandering Emperor being on the board is too powerful. Having 4 mana open might mean another Fable of the Mirror Maker... Fable of the Mirror Breaker could come down again this turn. Big score could happen easily. They could keep it open for counter spells. Okay. Well, this is another instant where if we don't get aggressive now, we might not be able to win. So keep this open for tokens on their turn, and like at the end of their turn. We might just die though. We could. They could play another gold span from their hand, copy gold span, 12 damage to face, 4 more could be easy for them, I guess. See, if we full swing, then we get to draw off of announcement. We can't block in the sky anyways, and they're not going to swing with reflection into our 3/3 samurai. So they're taking 5 down to 12, keeping charm open. We get to draw here and see if we just find something a little bit better, I suppose. See if we can find something better. We could have given everything +1 off the charm too, but I don't think that's the case when this could turn to wedding festivity before we die, which could be really good. Play this down on white. A lantern flare could be good. That could keep us alive. See what we draw off the announcement. Another land. Oh no, guys. Oh no. Teamer mid-range is probably about to win the game here. Look, they even got rid of a Titan of Industry, which probably just means they have another Titan of Industry. Wait, what did they do to discard these? Am I missing something here? How did they get the Titan into the grave? 3 expressive iterations. Like, what? I'm missing something. You guys will have to let me know in the comments if you know what I'm missing. Wari, expressive, Fable. Wait, oh, Fable. Yeah, second ability on Fable. That's right. Or I guess it would be this one here, the reflection. Yeah, Titan of Industry slams onto the board. Now here's where it gets cool. They can copy that. Instead of being aggressive with Goldspan, just copy the Titan of Industry and get those ETBs again, because you can destroy all of my artifacts and enchantments. Yeah, hurts my feelings, but you know, it is what it is. I'm fine. Are you guys okay? I'm totally fine. Okay. And they get to swing with that one too. Man, that is terrifying. Oh, buddy. The good news is, it was a fast game. Get rid of the briefcase. I guess we'll cap it for red. We might as well play this out now, since the plan was to get 1/1s on the board. But if we draw... Yeah, we're gonna go 1/1s. I was gonna say, if we get something, we don't have enough mana to play the charm and a burn down the house to get the devils. Because if we could go devils, that it cost 8 mana first of all, and they got rid of our ramp there. So if we could have gone devils into the buff, so we're gonna take the 11 here. Devils into the buff of creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain trample, then maybe we could have got there, but I don't think so. I don't think so, not with these blockers. Yeah. GG opponent. Tough uphill battles, but it felt really good to win against that Boros match, and I think you could do that often. I think you could totally take on Boros with this build. We'll go no attacks. All they got to do is copy Goldspan and swing in the air, but they don't know what's in our hand. But yeah, we kind of... I don't want to say we flooded out, though, because we have pretty expensive cards in here, and Emeria's Call costs like 7, so... And that would have been really good against this deck. So, and we have exactly 7 on the board here, too, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe you could go down a land. Hey, good game, opponent. Very good game. So overall, we lost 1, won 1, and lost 2. And honestly, I'm pretty satisfied with how the deck played out. The opponents really had it today, but I don't know when they don't really have it in ranked, honestly. It's tough over here for sure. The decks are very powerful. What would you guys add to this build? What would you take out? I think some things to talk about is definitely Fateful Absence, and sometimes you just can't get there with a Lantern Flare. Even though the life gain is really good and we know how to go wide with this deck, I would drop a Charm. I don't think it's as good as I thought it was going to be in here, but it is pretty good, especially when you already have Wedding Festivity and you're getting these down as bigger creatures already. I think 1 is fine. 1 is totally fine. I'd go down to 1. I'd drop a Lantern Flare, go up 2 Fateful Absences. I don't know what we could really do against Goldspan Dragon. If you guys have any answers for Goldspan, let me know. Burn Down the House might be the best answer in a deck like that, but then they go right into Titan of Industry the turn after, and then Burn Down the House doesn't do much against that either. So we didn't get to see... What didn't we get to see here? Did we see Jetmir? Yeah, we saw Jetmir. We did. We had to block with it, though. Portable Hole is all right. I think maybe going up a Wandering Emperor, too, could be really good. So I would drop a single Courier's Briefcase, because we saw it a lot for some reason. I guess it's because we have 4 of them. I'd drop a Briefcase, drop a Charm, drop a Lantern Flare. I'd go up 1 or 2 Fateful Absences and 1 Wandering Emperor. And Fable is pretty good too, but I really liked the Incandescent Aria here, but not against those like teamer mid-range builds. That wouldn't have done too much, honestly. So something to think about, I guess. If you guys liked the build, let me know, because I actually really liked it. I don't know if I would continue taking it into ranked. I think maybe more testing is required, because I do think it could be good, but you guys let me know. Either way, if you made it this far into the video, y'all are champions, and I super duper appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.